on, as a precursor to we're going to be doing packing videos, I wanted to talk today about how and what we buy ahead of time to slowly prepare for vacations. One of the things that we do is we don't buy like everything we need right before vacation. Plus, like this one, there are times that vacations kind of like just happen last minute and you don't get, you know, like tons and tons of time to prepare for it. I like having 2 weeks in advance. Doesn't always happen. So I wanted to show you some of the things that we buy slowly to stock up and how we stock it up, where we put it, of vacation items for like weekend trips, just any travel in general, and what we buy and where we put it. This is one of our suitcases. This one only rolls one way. So what I use it for whenever, unless we just absolutely need an extra suitcase, is I use it for storage of all of our travel essentials between travel. If we absolutely need it, we do use it, but it also works as a handy place to keep because I use it with the other suitcases that are out and ready to air out and be ready to pack into in a minute. I store this one with those to have all the travel supplies that I stock up that I can buy ahead of time all in one place. So in here, I actually have our cruise Mickey ears. We were supposed to get to go on a cruise in 2020. Obviously that didn't happen, but that's okay. It still gives me a safe place to put it until we can go cruising again. In here, I think are just Ziplocs. Yeah, these are just Ziplocs and smaller travel bags. What we used to do, we might do it again this trip, is when the kids were smaller, we would have like day 1, day 2, and we wouldn't necessarily plan specifically for each day unless it was like specific needs, but we would have like a day's worth of clothes. Every single thing they needed in that Ziploc labeled with that child's name on it. Especially like when they were smaller, they could share suitcases. Don't know if we'll be sharing suitcases this time because now they're bigger and we need a week's worth of clothes for everybody. And I am not a minimalist when it comes to packing. I would rather have an absolute brand new outfit each day in case somebody gets something on half of their outfit that was supposed to be used for another day halfway through the trip, and then I don't have to worry about it, or laundry, because part of me wanting vacation is I don't want to have to worry about laundry. So we're not minimalistic when it comes to packing. We pack for specifically one day. But I keep those Ziplocs in between travel in this pocket. I think there's going to be some inside of this bigger pocket as well. But again, because this one doesn't roll all the different directions, which are easier for kids to use, the suitcases that roll all the directions, like what I mean, like you can see how this one only rolls this way. This one, it swivels, it rolls all the different directions. Those are so much easier for kids to use. So in here, again, you're going to see a lot of Disney cruise stuff because we were supposed to get to go on a cruise, but there's a lot of stuff in here as well that we are going to be taking with us that can still be used for non-Disney purposes. So this I'm just going to set aside. We do like to put luggage tags on each person's suitcase. That way they know whose is whose if we forget, because all of our luggage matches. We have one on a suitcase thing already. This one says Bon Voyage. What does the other one say? Does it just say travel?
It says
Explore, yeah. You can actually pick these up. It's a 2-set. You can pick them up at Walmart for like $3.97 or something. This is something that you can buy ahead of time. This was 97 cents for all 4 of them. Obviously there's 5 of us. We're going to need more than that. So these are something that we buy ahead of time. Another thing that we buy ahead of time and stock up on are we buy extra phone cords. We don't bring our actual ones from the house. That way, if we forget it at the hotel or wherever we're staying, we're not going to be out of phone charger when we get home. And we also have a separate one for just in the vehicle for road trips. But this one is glittery and matches my phone case, so I really, really liked it. And we had to buy new ones when we bought new phones because the S20 chargers did not match the S7 chargers. So we went ahead and bought new ones. Matt's is in here somewhere. I actually ended up not needing mine on the last trip, but he did. So his is open, mine's not. This is a waterproof bag. This one's actually Dollywood brand. But if you're going on like water rides or anywhere wet, like even like when we do waterfall hikes, you can put your wallet and your phones in here and it seals it up and keeps them from getting wet while you're out adventuring. That was like, I think this was $12 and it was one of the best investments. Also, we've had that for like 10 years. So it was a really good investment and it's kept all of our stuff safe. This one is Disney specific. I may just set this Disney specific stuff aside. These are Disney specific, but if you want to buy like headbands or hats ahead of time, you could do that. These are different little headbands that we had picked up for Disney. We also had put like little travel bags in here. These are also cruise specific, but I may go to Dollar Tree and get more of these. These are really good for hikes. I will say that if you're going through a security check, these bags are not the best. We actually had one, we didn't show it, but on our cruise, we had one of the kids' bags like this actually ripped going through security check, like on the belt. It got caught on the belt and the bag ripped. So I don't recommend these kind of drawstring bags for like if you're going through a security check of any kind. But if you're just going on a road trip or a day trip or like a small hike, you could take these. And we did buy them for the cruise, but we were planning on using them for like the offshore stuff and actually carry them on in our luggage, not actually like wearing them onto the ship. The same for these little day bags. I figured the kids could take like their sand toys in them and put like, you know, little things that they wanted to take to the beach if they want to collect seashells. We do not collect seashells in Hawaii. I will specify that. We haven't been in Hawaii yet, but like we've talked about that. You don't collect seashells in Hawaii, but Castaway Cay does allow you to collect seashells. So like for seashells, you could put them in here. And then again, if we ever go to Hawaii, I have a Hawaii bag set aside. Another thing that I probably am going to use, or I might not, I may go ahead and save it for Disney, but they have, we buy Ziplocs. I have found that like using Ziplocs on a trip, you can put like, again, wet seashells can go in here. Little snacks as you go through parks, like if your kid only eats half a cookie and they want to save the rest of it for later. Having these on hand are such a huge help because it keeps the rest of your bag from getting soiled. Those are some of the Ziplocs I was talking about. Another thing is clothespins. Now the Disney resorts have retractable clotheslines in them to hang up your swimwear, and so does the cruise. Now the one we're going to I don't think does, but I'm still going to take them with us anyways, just in case we might be able to hang swimwear up, because it's nice to be, what we do is we take 2 changes of swimwear and we lay one out to dry while we're using the other one that day, and that way you have dry swimwear to wear each time. We also take baby wipes with us everywhere because they are pretty much safe to use, don't have a lot of like strong chemicals in them, and you can use them for cleaning, wiping hands in between trips. This was something that we had recently picked up at Dollar Tree. They're actually earpod cases. I think they just say earbud cases. These we bought, the kids don't have earpods, but they have earbuds to go with their switches. And their switches do have cases, but we also figured it would still be a safe place for them to put their earbud cases or any extra charge cords that they needed for the trip. That's a watch I bought for Disney because I find it like I don't always want to pull my smartphone out all the time, so I use that. These are also things you can stock up on. These are at Dollar Tree. The earbud cases were at Dollar Tree. These were at Dollar Tree. They are retractable toothbrushes. You take them out of the case and put this in back through the case the opposite direction. It has a long toothbrush. It comes with individual toothpaste. And we just personally prefer to just take travel toothbrushes and sometimes we dispose of them after a week trip, and sometimes we'll keep them and use them up until, you know, for a month and then change them out. I don't know which we'll do this time, but we've done it both ways. I try to buy toothbrushes every time just in case, and I buy them ahead of time in case we don't have any other toothbrushes to take with us. I also buy nail brushes because I find that we always need those, so I buy those as well. We also have charcoal face wipes. These are more for like sensitive skin. I buy these ahead of time. Now I try to change these out like every 6 months because they can go bad, because, you know, wipes can actually mold. So again, with the baby wipes, so we try to change these out as well frequently. Plackers, the packs at Dollar Tree. It's probably in my toiletries bag now. I'll show it in the toiletries packing video. But if I do a separate video for that, I think I've been doing the toiletries packing videos with the mom and dad packing videos. But the Dollar Tree sells cases for these for travel, and we just buy a refillable pack as well and just use those. They're so much easier for travel. I prefer the freezer ones because it has the double zipper on them. These are more Ziplocs for travel purposes. We also have 1 pack of ponchos for each person for if it rains, and we can carry those in our backpack if we're hiking and get caught in a rainstorm. Each of the kids also has a separate, this has body wash, body lotion, and shampoo. We've had a couple times we've stayed at hotels that were out of shampoos, conditioners, or body washes. So we find that even if you know your hotel usually stocks it, it's better to just go ahead and bring your own in case that your room is actually out. Especially since a lot of hotels have now switched to having pumps versus the travel size ones in the room. We also, for something fun, usually pick up travel tissues. This one's Disney brand though, so I'm probably not going to take this one. I actually have some specifically travel themed ones that we'll take instead. Each of the girls and I will have one of these in our backpack. And again, that's something you can buy way in advance and could buy slowly. These are also ones that I'm not going to put back in the travel bag this time because they're all Disney themed and we're saving them for a Disney trip. But these are super fun little packs. They're $1 each at Dollar Tree, and you can buy these. They're a full little pack of just activity things in here that the kids can do on the way to the trip. Again, I'll show you the ones that we are going to take on the trip itself. These are being set aside for Disney purpose. So these are lanyards. These are good for if, like on our cruise, everybody had their own key to the world card that got them in and out of the room. You also can use them to, I think you can actually link your card to them to pay. So I think that's the other reason why I had one per person. I don't remember. But I have one lanyard per person, and mine's retractable. Instead of one you wear on your neck, you can just clip it on and retract it out when you need it. I also had a bunch of Disney Trader pins in here for doing Disney, but that's okay. This is also more toothbrushes. I was stocking up just in case. Those are the full-size ones, and the kids had each been given one in their stocking with a toothbrush in it, I think. And they were like a pack of 3 Disney toothbrushes, so we opened up the toothbrush holders and put one Disney themed one in there. So we'll probably save these and use the just in general travel themed ones. This is an umbrella that we were sent by, I think it's called One Mouse, One Dream YouTube channel. Sent us a goodie box just because they wanted to. They were so sweet. That was saved for using at Disney. Another travel item at Dollar Tree is you can get these sleep masks with earplugs. And trust me, if you have somebody that snores in your party, having earplugs to sleep with is a good thing. So we're going to take that one as well. This one is my neck pillow. The kids keep theirs in their room because if we take road trips where we're like going there and back in one day, they can use them while we're going. I usually don't use mine because I do a lot of the driving, but I'm probably going to take mine this time anyways. And these more toothbrushes. No, I know what these are. Haha, I'm loving this. These are actually from Walmart. They're miniature fans. When it's hot, especially when it's hot here in the South, these are beautiful to take on trips. So I'm probably going to get some batteries to put with this. We keep a huge tote of batteries in our house like all the time. Madeline's camera still takes batteries instead of being rechargeable like mine is. So we have 5 of these, 1 per person. We'll probably take those and then I can just buy more before our next trip. Yay, there it is. And there is the last pack of the toothbrush holder. So those are just some of the things that we pack ahead that you can, you know, have plenty of time in advance to have for a trip. And again, like I said, we just pick the suitcase that we're the least likely to use unless we just absolutely need to. And we keep it all inside of there and it keeps it all in one place where it's all organized. And since we've got plenty of time in advance to plan out, I can open it up, see what we have, what we don't have, what we need, and just slowly add to that. But that's it for this specific video. Stay tuned, we'll do more packing and planning videos leading up to our summer vacation. And we will see you next time.